Wow, Mac looks terrible. This looks horrible. Grainy, sucky. Wait for a couple of other people to come in. Let me sit up. You guys see I'm wearing all black now. No labels. Except for this. Y'all could probably still see that, but I'm not really looking to represent the labels anymore right now. It's early in the morning. I'm dying to get my set finished. If anybody knows how to hook up that Focusrite to my MacBook Pro, to my Canon SL200, to my SL2, so that I could get good audio, man, I would appreciate y'all walking me through this. And like yesterday, I was saying that Focusrite is giving me issues because I bought it brand new, got the box and everything. Then when I go to connect it, I got all the wires in. Now all of a sudden they're talking about a damn product code. I got to register it online. What is this? Like, I paid for it already. I don't have time to go register nothing online. I registered it online. Then they want some product code or whatever. I might have thrown the box away. I can't find it for nothing. So hopefully today I go to Sam Ash, they look up my receipt, and I can find a way to get another product code to get this thing to work, because it's really pissing me off, and I really need to go ahead and start working with better material, better audio and visual stuff than just my MacBook and my iPhone, because I actually have the proper equipment, but you know, and all this glare and this crazy stuff going on, like, this is pissing me off. But yo, let me just try to see if I can find a decent area to do this at. It looks really good on my iPhone, but Mac, I don't know where y'all got your camera from and who made this thing. I'm so sorry, y'all, but it looks so bad. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, I got the jewelry tucked in, all of that. It's not about that today. It is not about that today. I actually wish I had some more light. I'm going to wait a little bit because I would appreciate if some more people came in. What I have to talk about is very important today. So today's concept is about one hand does not always wash the other. I say that to you because I am one who has helped many people out here in this industry, in this game, and in this life. I've always thought along the lines of, I help you, you help me. And it's always worked. Anytime I get a new clothing line, anytime I get a new alcohol, I find all of my most influential people and I hit them with a package just to make sure that they got what I'm working with and to further fortify our relationship. Sometimes you get what you're looking for. When you drop the bait, you get the reception, you get the fish. In this industry and in this life, I've found out that many of you people take the blessing, but give nothing back. That's why I titled today's concept as one hand does not always wash the other, because it is true. I see so many artists, vloggers, actors, branders, owners, many different people that I helped in this industry that are doing really well right now, very well for themselves. But anytime you try to get something popping with them, it's not a possibility due to the fact that many people just think for themselves. So you have to be careful and make sure that you have to be careful of who you're doing stuff for, and make sure that you have to make sure that you are looking out for the right people, because it doesn't make any sense for you to do things and spend your time on it with hopes of a possible return. And like I said, it's not always about a monetary return. Sometimes it could just be about a work opportunity, a B2B opportunity, meaning business to business opportunity. I'm a creator. I am an artist. I am a genius. I am one of the smartest people that I know. I have been able to survive due to these talents. I am street savvy. I'm handsome. I'm sexy. I'm outgoing. I'm outspoken. I'm driven. I'm energetic. All of these things they entail boss movements, as well as creativity and basically being able to be a trendsetter. And it gives me the ability to see other people that have that potential, or groundbreaking people. I saw Drink Champs coming up maybe a year before it even got the deal with Puffy and them. I tried to do a deal with them before it even broke, but they wouldn't do a deal with me. I owned my own alcohol, but I didn't know anybody over there. I tried to do it the traditional way and go through legal, and it didn't work. To be honest with you, had it worked, it would have been very lucrative for myself, as well as Nori and DJ Effin. But it just didn't work because, again, like I said, I didn't have the relationships, and sometimes if you don't have a large enough name, people can't see it. They can't see it happen. Also, sometimes it could be for the best. Sometimes things just aren't in the cards. But there's many other things that I've done that actually came to fruition and really did well for myself as well as other people. Photo shoots that I could have been in myself, sometimes I chose to put other allies in them, various reasons, so that we could build together now and possibly later as well. Artists, where I went out there and got you your liquor deal or your branding opportunity or your I ran your marketing campaign for you. There's been times where I had influential artists come to me when I was working 10 to 6. They'd come to work at 6. They'd come to my job at 6 o'clock and ask me to help them do certain things. And even though it was the end of the day and it was time for me to go home, I would do it with hopes that I would get a favor later. Like, yo, come to my son's birthday party, this and that, whatever. I could go down a list of so many people that I've helped in this industry. And I can't believe it. I feel like I want to tear a little bit because of it felt fun to do it for them. It felt fun to help this person and to see that person do that. And I probably was a fan or something at the time. But it really sucks and it hurts that, when you get the opportunity and when you're asking for a favor, they just look at you like it's a joke. Or just answer you back as if you're just like a fan or somebody that doesn't really know them or hasn't helped them to get to where they are. I've never had respect for any man, woman that's like that, ever. And I'll tell you why, because everybody deserves their credit, respect, and acknowledgement. I see so many people on the internet talking about I didn't get paid for this or I didn't get my credit for that. Well, you've done the same thing. You've done the same thing to people. And I'm on the internet like, wow, watching this guy say this or these people say these things, and some of them are people that I helped. But just because I decided to start rapping and they know me for marketing, nah, we ain't gonna help E. We ain't gonna help him. We ain't gonna help him get nowhere. But I'll be damn if I get a sneaker deal or a liquor deal or something going on, y'all don't come out the woodwork like, yo, E, what up? What's popping? Let's get something going, yo. Can we do something with this? Can we do something with that? And 9 times out of 10, if it makes sense, I help y'all. I do it. I get you the budget. I'll come work your programs. Put sneakers on your feet. Get you a budget. Give you some cases of liquor. All with the intentions of possibly working together in the future. And what happens? Clue. What happens? We get in an argument because you don't want to play a song, but I gave you an $80,000 check for a fucking for an alcohol. And instead of you playing a song that I ask you to play, and I say it to you like this, yo, if the song is trash, do not play it because I don't want to lower your standards. Yeah, academics, that was me, bro, that got you that deal, bro. I'm just going to call out one person because we've already got to the part of where they've already tried to send their people and quiet me and shut me down and all that. I don't care. Anybody that have beef with me right now, I'm going to tell you what it's from. I'm going to tell y'all what it's from. It is from me doing something for them or a couple of things for them. It is from me bringing them in on an opportunity. And before we even sit down to talk about the opportunity or what we're doing, I lay the groundwork out. This is the plan. This is what I want to do. You're going to own part of this, or you're going to have ownership in this, not just some endorsement deal. Because I know the people that's sending me at you. I know what their caliber is about. And I know what they want to do to you. and what they really are trying to achieve, which is your demographic. So what I do, yo, you're gonna have to give such and such some real check or part of this. I'm making that known before I even bring you that opportunity. That's why I'm able to get you a nice fat check at the second meeting or at the introduction. But that doesn't mean that when I start doing something, when I hit you up, for you to start acting like I'm bothering you, your phone messages don't work, or that what I'm saying is just like I'm beneath you in any way. Because I'm the one that's bringing deals and I'm doing certain stuff, so you feel like you're better than me in some kind of way. Because what? I don't see it. I see it as, yo, like, if I had a dude like me that can go out there and get me a deal, bring me checks, look out for me, why would you want to not reciprocate and look out for somebody like that? And he's not the only one. There's people on here that have huge accolades that I have helped pay their rent, that I bought sneakers for on my academic clothing line, discount with Dr. J's. I could tell you videos that I took clothes out of my own closet on a Sunday when academics was closed. I had so much clothes because I worked there and I'm the product manager and the marketing director that I could do whatever I want. So I had so much clothes. I had a gang of the stuff in the closet. So let's say Ja Rule stylist hit me up, yo, Eric, Rosie hit me up. Yo, we doing a video for Happy. I need some gear. I'm like, yo, the office is closed. She like, I know, but I know you got a gang of stuff at your crib. Come through, lace them. They give me some bread for my stuff. That stuff is like exclusive, like leathers and all of that. And Patrick, you know this. Patrick, yo, stay on this with me, bro. I am so glad that you just came on here, bro. Because it's time to start really cutting the grass and letting these cats know who really did this, who really got out there and did the groundwork for what you are seeing right now. I am the #1 product placement manager in the urban clothing category. There is no better marketing director than I. There is no better product manager than I. There is no better strategist in the urban department than me. I created product placement for Academics Clothing Company. I don't know about no damn DJ Academics. I made Academics. George Robles made Academics. Kenny Rodriguez made Academics. Don Juan Harrell made Academics. Emmett Harrell, his brother, was the one that went and got the deal from Dr. J's to get Academics started. I've given out thousands of pairs of jeans, thousands of t-shirts, thousands of sponsorship dollars to almost every rapper in New York City in the 90s, in the early 2000s. I've been to the Magic Convention 27 times because I've been in urban over 10 years. And you got to go to Magic 2 times a year. Magic Convention in Las Vegas. I've been there with clothing companies. And after I learned the game, I started going on my own because I realized how hot I was and how hot I was able to place things. And because of the heat from academics, I'd already had relationships. So my thing was like, yo, I'm not going to get fired from no one company. I'm going to start my own company and I'm going to do product placement for all of them. That's how I started this game, and that's who I am, and that's how long I've been in this industry. Everybody owed me a favor. Everybody. Everybody in any one of those photo shoots, any whatever, owed me a favor from me hitting them off with the photo shoot or with some bread. Because when I initially made these contacts and this talk, that was my ground level. Yo, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do this. We all have different things that we bring to the game. So now, if I put you in if I put you in one place, you put me in one place, that means we all putting each other somewhere and we're helping to gain a bigger PR demographic. I learned about PR and demographics from the clothing companies because I realized the main thing that these people kept on telling me was, if the person's not hot enough, they're not getting no clothes. All right. If they hot, give them what they want. Every time I went back to try to get a check from somebody, they started doing this. On a level from 1 to 10, what is this artist? I would say a 4, give them a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, and that's it. If I come in there and say an 8, give them the line and put them on a monthly if they fire. That's how that went. When they demographics drop, jump to the next person. This is how the clothing game is ran. Y'all don't have to listen to me. Y'all can keep on going out there and being part of that regular bubble and thinking that y'all know what y'all doing and everything, and going out there making your own clothing lines and putting stupid big old logos on the front of a shirt and thinking that that's a clothing line. It's not. You're putting sayings on a t-shirt. In order to really actually get a clothing line going, you need more than $1 million. Because you're not going to be able to manufacture, you will not be able to market, and you're not going to be able to do anything to even get known in a market that's so known and so diverse. And so, yeah, you need some money to get in or a relationship. These clothing lines, none of the clothing lines are owned by black people. All this crap they're talking about Bob Black and all of that, ain't none of this stuff owned by no black people or no people of color. Because the only way to really do it is go all the way across seas, the same way Frank Lucas do it, and get a deal with the mills. How many black people you know do that or already have those relationships established? I'll wait. I'm talking facts. I'm speaking facts. The only way anything like this can actually happen is if we get somebody like a Jay-Z or 2 other people with some real serious bread. Go get somebody that got a real team like myself, a designer, a mission, an entire sales force, and know what's going on, develop something, get the relationship from overseas to manufacture, cut out all of the middleman, and then you have a black clothing line or a whatever you want to call it, people of color clothing line. That's the only way to do it. All that other stuff, Rockaware, Fat Farm, academics, all of that is not, none of that is owned by black people. LRG, none of them clothing lines was owned by black people, even when the black people were saying that they owned it. The realest thing I ever heard was when Beanie Siegel was talking about his percentages owning state property. It's like 6%. You own 6% of the company. Like, okay, you're going to be a millionaire in 5 to 10 years because you own it, and it's like you're selling to the masses. But you have partners. You have people that you're doing things with, as far as like if you're doing distribution, they get a piece of the distribution. Import, export, they get a cut to make it make sense. So you don't have like this whole company by yourself. And then when I'm talking about sourcing and going overseas to find product, you can forget about it. These people have already got these relationships in motion for years before we even started about doing anything like this, or before we even had the ability. So that's a whole nother gambit to try to get done with. And the way we have no unity amongst each other, unless it's a person that already got some money, a big rapper or somebody that already known, y'all not going to really support it. Because why would you get behind a luxury brand that nobody's talking about? I don't care if I go to Africa and get the best cotton, weave it by, by diamond, and put it out. They don't know who I am or what I got going on. If the right people are not going to endorse that brand or get it out there, it's just going to be sitting there. You might make sales because a couple of people like it, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay in the pocket. It's going to stay going because there's no artist influence behind it. It has no marketing behind it. And yeah, you just got a dope line and that's it. That's like people saying, oh, when I get this website, I'm going to blow. Yo, that ain't true. Or these lying rappers and engineers and these producers and these already established big artists talking about, oh, the game ain't the same now because of the internet. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because you're not really making no money if you're only on the internet. If you're not on the radio, if you're not really doing your thing on television, if you're not getting no airplay, you're not making no money or really doing nothing big. If you're killing it on the internet, yeah, then you would. But then that would deem you viable to get a job or get a situation at a record label. Yeah. So when they always lying, talking about, oh yeah, the game is not the same. Artists can get out here and that's bullshit, man. That's an excuse for why you're not helping somebody. That's what that is. That's an excuse for a CEO to not say, yo, I went out here and I was in this club. I heard this artist and he was dope. I heard this person's mixtape. Yeah, that's your excuse. Anybody can do it now once you got the internet. Let's go. Ready? If you're an independent artist, how you making a mixtape? How you making a single? Do you make the beat? Who you gonna buy the beat from? Or who you gonna get to make the beat for you? Boom, you gotta pay for that. Then the studio time, boom, gotta pay for that. Then you gotta mix and master the song, gotta pay for that. Then you gotta do the video, gotta pay for that. Then you gotta do some PR to make people know that the video coming out, gotta pay for that. So where is it a level playing field? And the more you pay, the more you get played. Because you can go to Google AdWords and get a whole bunch of plays, get them about $200. That'll probably get you 20,000 plays or views. That is called pay to play. Whereas on the radio, that was looked at in a bad way. Pay to play ain't right. So now the more money you got, the more plays you get on YouTube. So how are you guys saying that this is a level playing field if the person that's trying to get their music out there don't got no job or can't afford to spend money to advertise on YouTube and all of these places? This is the shit that I be talking about. Excuse me, the stuff that I be talking about. How people just say things for convenience. One hand does not always wash the other, and people just full of it right now. I am definitely about to come on this and really blow people up. I'm about to blow y'all out the water. I'm going to let y'all get y'all footing and let y'all think that y'all really doing something and just come and expose you. This way you can't run back and go back on the things you lied about and the things that you said. It ashames me to even know some of you people now. I'm serious. Some of the people that I used to know, I'm kind of ashamed to even know you because now I go look at your live. It's called Passion Pink Tequila. I got a tequila called Passion Pink. You know, I watch some of their lives and they just talking about I'm this and I'm that and I did this and I did that. And I'm like, yo, I could be saying the same stuff. I could be saying the same shh to y'all, but I don't. I go on there and I try to enlighten you. I try to tell you about news and what's relevant and things like that. I don't find favor in bragging on myself. In my hood, we frowned upon that. If people not talking about you, well, you shouldn't be out here bragging on yourself. You ain't lit, go get lit. Let other people talk about you. Get up off your own. You know what I'm saying? I'm this, I done did this. Okay, cool, you can do that once or twice. But if every time I see you, that's all you talking about, I'm good. And do me a favor. From now on, don't ask me to help you if you don't have something that's reciprocal. That's going to be the word for today. If you don't have something in reciprocation or to trade or to offer, don't ask me to help you. I won't be looking for any sponsorships for anybody, any clothing companies, any vloggers, any rappers, any actors until y'all get right. I will be focusing on Bugatti. I don't care if y'all don't like them. I don't care if you don't bump the music, because guess what? Somebody will. Dubai loves it. Overseas loves it. And I got fans in places where you're not haters. So you can't stop a movement. You can't. Especially when what's going on is real and genuine. People can see it. Sometimes real people get scared. We get scared out here. Like, yo, it's so much fake going on. Like, how when I step up, are these people gonna really realize I am who I say I am? Well, if they real, they will, because real recognize real. Anybody else, it don't even matter. So I wanted to come on here today and really speak to you guys about this situation and this topic, because I have always been one for one hand washing the other and both hands washing the face. Never been the other way. I've never been the other way about just me, 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 me. I'm not a singer, so I never do the me, 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 me. No, I'm never like that. Ever since I was a child, I would always want to share with my friends. I used to get my income tax. I love motorcycles. I always would make sure that my income tax was enough to buy a dirty little bike or a dirt bike of some kind. I go get that bike, maybe go take a couple of my friends to a spot called Camrod on 50-something Street, 57th Street and 12th Avenue. Go over there, try to buy a bike. If I can't get a bike from there, I go to the Bronx and try to buy one. If I can't get a bike from there, I try to find some dude on the street riding his, ask him how much he want for it right there and buy it from him. Me and my boys will ride that bike until it run out of gas and then get to the gas station and ride more. That was fun to me. I used to hit my grandfather pockets because he used to sell crack in the crack era under the movie theaters on 42nd Street, Times Square. I used to hit his pockets every night and come downstairs and hit my boys off to make sure we all had money. That was fun to me. When I got in this industry, I had beef with some people in Harlem that I didn't really like, or we had words. Yo, I swear to God, it was one dude that we had a crazy argument. It was mad beef. He came in the office one day out of nowhere. I don't even know where he came from, but I just know that they had something going on. His crew was from Harlem. I think they were shooting a video or something like that. And as soon as he walked in the office, he looked, he see me at the desk, he was like, I'm out. He turned to leave and was about to bounce. I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, what's up? He's like, nah, I'm good, bro, I'm out. I'm like, nah, what's good? He like, nah, I wanted to come into academics and get some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got some hot stuff. But I'm good. Because he was automatically assuming that because me and him wasn't really cool on the street like that, and we had arguments or whatever, that I wasn't going to look out for him. I looked out for him. Overly. Like, yo, come here. Check this out, check this out, check this out. He looking at me like, for real? I'm like, no doubt. Bagged him up, gave him some stuff. Boom, he kept it moving. He wound up being like one of the best friends in my, like, after that. I used to go to clubs. He hit me up like, yo, what up? Where you at? Khalif, that's my homie. Khalif, God bless the dead. He used to be down with AZ and them from 145th, Mob Style. He's on the new Mob Style, the last Mob Style album, God bless the dead. They set him up and they killed him. But I say this to y'all because when Khalif came to the office, that ain't have nothing to do with our street beef. I looked at it like, yo, this is a brother that's trying to come up. He's coming into this corporate office, and I'm going to help him. This shit ain't mine. This ain't my clothes. I don't own none of this stuff. My job is to get this stuff out and let it do what it do. I'm not going to discriminate on somebody that's from my hood or in the street or the area where I came from because we got a personal beef. That means that he would have walked out of that office with nothing, and like the corporate world would have won. I'm not letting that happen. And I also was able to squash a beef, gain a friend, and feel better about something and really help somebody out. And it worked exactly the way it went until he passed. And he was a great friend up until the end. So I never was the type to not help anybody. I never was the type to not share in anything that I had. My mother, we came from nothing. We came from nothing. I came from nothing. There was 8 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment, dead real on 108th Street. My niece, my nephew, my cousins. We was in a 2-bedroom with a living room connecting, like a walkthrough. When you live like that, you really realize that the people next to you really got to count on. And some of y'all just don't understand that. Y'all just don't know how to keep it 1,000 and look out for each other. So I say to you, you're going to lose because your circle is going to be weak and the people that's around you are not going to be true. I'm giving you perfect examples of how you try to be true and the people around you aren't true even when you give them your all. It's very saddening and it's very awakening. But what I do want to say is I got some real people that I appreciate and they've been with me for years and they've been in my corner for years. And no matter what I try or attempt to do, they always there to lift me up. That's the way and that's the people that I want around me. So if I only got a couple of people that I deal with, that's fine. The wife left. She felt like she could do it on her own or better. It hurts like hell, but you got to keep on moving. Daily life situations constantly change. I hate when the sun rises because people move around, and when people move around, they start messing around with your stuff. So all day long as a black man, I got to stand there with my sword and shield and protect my ground and my lair and who I am. That's how it is out here. If you don't have any allies, you got to be strong on your own. And I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. I don't necessarily believe in no Bible or no book like that, but I do know that there's a higher power. He's God. Doesn't look to me like he's in a human form, but I know that he's there because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I'm not going to stop being the person that I am because of the people that I've been around that hurt me or let me down. I'm going to continue to be the person that I am. Continue to be a good man and provider and a winner and a king that I'm supposed to be. I will rule my land the way I see fit, with respect, pride, and love for all. But today, I must tell you guys, you're all cut off when it comes down to my support and when it comes down to me bringing something to the table. I don't care who it is. If in the past I did something for you and it worked out, and I called you up and you didn't look out, I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm just gonna keep it moving. It's all about Bugatti NYC right now. www.BOOGOTTINYC.com. That's what it's about right now. That's it. I want to thank you guys for sharing. For coming out and listening to my rant. If you got any comments or anything that you would like to go over, this would be the perfect time to do it, even while I'm talking, because I'm kind of like doing a slow fade right now, about to say goodbye. I love the fact that you guys watch, but I would love interaction, because there's no way in the world that I'm just so able to talk so eloquently and that you guys don't have any responses or anything to say. So don't be scared. I see you there, watching. Say something. Okay. Eli, you're right. That is selfish, and the new generation does get down like that. The new generation feels like it's okay. This is the new Tekashi 6ix9ine generation when he's going to come home, do videos, and people are going to still be okay with it because every man is for himself. That's EMS. Still waiting for the questions. If not, I'm about to wrap down. Also, yeah, if it's not beneficial to them, they don't want to help Eli, if it's not. But most of the time with me, it is beneficial. And 1,000% of the time, it would be beneficial, and they'll be getting the accolades off of it, and they'll be feeling like, oh my God, because I did this thing with Bugatti, or because I did this thing with this person, I feel more people responding to me. I'm getting more money offers. I've got money off of dealing with him. Great. So that means that they're benefiting off of what I'm doing for them. We're talking about how many people I helped out in a game and act like they don't remember. How many people you probably let sleep on your couch and act like they don't remember. How many people you've probably fed or given the shirt off of your back and they don't remember. I'm not even saying that you have any sort of desire for anything back from it. I'm just talking about if it's ever their chance of helping you out, they don't do it. So the topic is one hand doesn't always wash the other. I don't let nobody use me. But guess what? They try to use you and act as if they're going to do something for you. Denasia just said, don't let nobody use you. You're right about that. You don't. You're not supposed to. But if your intent and you guys are coming to a beginning of something and you're like, yo, I got you this job, or I did this for you, and this is all I want for it, and when it's time for them to produce, they don't do it. We live in a world where you can't really say nothing about it on the internet because everybody going to say you a hater, or you mad, or like the Cameron stuff. People take on to certain sort of things and ignore the bottom line. Like Cameron will do some foul stuff to somebody, and then he has no recourse or no real answer for why he's done it. And when the person is yelling, he'll start saying, oh, why you mad though? Why you mad? And the ignorance and the following of the people will get so stuck on just why you mad that they're not really realizing that he's cornered and can't come with a real rebuttal because he's a lying asshole. That's the stuff that I'm really talking about. Dead serious. Academics, like I said, I probably gave away 1,000 pairs of jeans. Probably giving away over maybe 2,000 t-shirts, 5,000 sweatshirts, all types of sweatsuits to everybody from New York City to Los Angeles to Atlanta to Miami. I even ship stuff overseas. But you let me ask one of these artists for a favor. Tumbleweeds. You get tumbleweeds. They don't know you. They can't see you. Oh, I'm kind of busy right now. I got this going on. Oh, yo, Kiss or such and such. Can I get a verse? Oh, but I ain't going to call out certain things that I did for certain people. Like when you were in the beginning of your stages and you was asking for that academic sweatsuit, for that video or that photo shoot, or you needed that check, and your boy looked out and I got it for you. But now that I'm doing something, y'all just can't see E rapping. Just can't see me doing it. Even though all the people overseas like it, I got the ATL shook up right now. I just did 1.2 million views on WorldStar. And I'm not hot. I got Project Pat on my remix. Shit is fire. He can't wait to do the remix video. But the people that I know close to me show no love. Don't go on the Facebook. No love on the Instagram. Nothing. Just come on and watch the live and be in the back on something. Let me see what he's talking about now. Let me see what he's doing. Or steal my entire live. How I set up my camera, how I talk, the way that I do certain things. And I go watch their live and it's like, yo, am I watching myself? Like, and I'm not trying to do this in any manner of like a setup. I'm just trying to come to you guys clear and make sense. That's it. I'm not here to sell nothing. Nothing. I want a bunch of followers. I would wish for that. If you guys want to send me some money in the super chat or whatever, that would be dope. No doubt. But what I'm telling you guys all the time is facts. Because I don't know nothing else. I don't got no time to be nobody. Because it's a waste of my time and yours. I tell that to my girls, my wifeys, my females. If I'm lying to you, baby, I'm lying to me. Because after a while, it's going to catch up to me. So what's the use? I'm one of the most realest people you know. I say what I feel. If you can't handle it, you're going to deal with it right there with me. I'd rather have somebody like that than somebody lying to me all the time and I got to figure out when they telling the truth. I am a brand by myself. They are brands by themselves. We are brands by ourselves. But we don't take advantage of it. We don't stick together. People don't stick together so much that they won't even follow you on the Instagram. They won't even share and like your video if they like it. You notice that? It's so easy to be lazy now. Just gonna sit here and see what's going on at work. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, that really makes sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, I ain't even gonna like it. Ain't gonna share nothing. Steal all the fat and all the good stuff out of it and just keep it moving. And then act like they made it up. I gotta let you guys know something. Real can't be stolen. You can't steal it. This shit gonna go with me. Excuse my French again. This is gonna go with me to my death. I am blessed with being real. I am blessed with the person that I am. And if people can't get with it, I'm cool with it. Because in a whole nother lane where I don't need you is where I make my money. And as long as I'm able to survive and eat and go another day, I'm fine. Shout out to my wife who left me. I hope you're doing good. I hope the dude that you found is greater than me. I hope he's making you very happy. I hope that 5-carat ring that I bought you is doing good in whatever pawn shop you decided to sell it in. It's been a few months, so I'm going to go ahead and have to throw out these clothes. Again, I'm not that type of person. So I've been holding on to your stuff. But it's been a few months now, and I think it's about time I go ahead and throw that stuff away because I'm tired of looking at it. It's real right now. One hand don't always wash the other. And sometimes when people get to where they need and they don't need you no more, let me find my bird. There go my bird. This is what they do. This is the dumb out, and this mean goodbye. Once people done with you, they gone. Yeah, they gone. So yeah, the podcast is ready. I got the set already done. It's got the backdrops. Y'all already seen it. Just call hit them up. My thing is, I'm not all that. I'm good with setting up audio, but I don't want to do it. There's some things that I just don't want to do. I don't mind paying somebody to come and set up my microphones and my Focusrite mixer and my Canon camera. I want it set up so that I got to just come in and press the button and go live, and that's it. I got everything else set up. I got the cameras. I got everything already going. It's just this stupid mixer that I got. And it might be me, not knowing how to do it. But I like having other people involved in doing things because that's not my area of expertise. So if anybody won't mind to come through and set up my camera and my audio for me, I will pay you. We can burn it down, get some jewels going back and forth. Y'all can be on the show, first episode. I'm also looking for some editors because when I do this content, I'm going to do the content right to record. Then I'll be putting it up on Instagram and YouTube. My content will be on more than one platform. We go from YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and then we do the other 6. But that's a whole nother live to explain to you guys about. I got another camera too if you want it. It's a SLR. It needs a lens. It's a Canon Rebel XTI, which was left by the X. I don't want it. If you find a lens for it, it's yours. Yeah, I'm talking to you, sis. You can have it. Go online and find yourself a lens for a Canon XTI, and you can have that camera. I don't want it. What else? What else we talking about? My boy Gail just came up in here. Gail, that's my dude. Gail, one of the reasons why I keep rapping. He don't even know it. That's on my YouTube. Gail is one of the reasons why I keep rapping. Monique is one of the reasons why I keep rapping. A couple of people on my Facebook that I know love me are the reasons why I keep rapping. My sister, Denasia, she's the reason why. But like my real core fans, I love y'all. And y'all know it. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all can't even front. Tell them I love you. Y'all already know. People that love you, you know who love you. You can tell. You can feel it. You can't take that away from you. David Perosi is watching. He's over there on my live, on my Instagram live. That's my dude. Dave is the man he was the man up at Fuse when I met him. Now he tearing up those specials at ABC. I have a request, Dave. Now Dave don't owe me nothing. As a matter of fact, when I didn't have money and when I was almost homeless, and nobody really knows about this, about 4 or 3 years ago, Dave used to take me to lunch and feed me and talk to me and help me through a lot of bad times. And he is one of the executives over at ABC right now. And he white. And Dave, I wish I could say something else about you, but I'm not sure if you're gonna let me say it or if you care for me to say it, but sometimes people need to know certain stuff like that to know that you can find good people all over the world and all types of people. But I just want to say this real quick because Dave used to do something that I used to get mad about, but then I started to understand. We talk, we hang out, and we go to lunch, but it never give me no bread. Like, y'all need to borrow $50. I need $100. I need $20. He'd be like, nope, I'll look out for you. We can go to lunch and we can chill, but I'm not giving you no bread. And I never understood it. I mean, like, I was fucked up, so excuse my French. I ain't really have bread. So I'm like, yo, man, I know you're getting bread. You got a good job and everything. Like, even though it's none of my business, but I'm going to give boy $50 or something. But he never would do it. But what he would do was let me bring people up to the job, help me out with B2B opportunities, like backing me up on anything that I needed as far as calls and being there for me to use his resume and his accolades and stuff like that if I needed it, giving me a word of wisdom and letting me know I had a friend, and teaching me certain stuff without even knowing that he was teaching it to me. The part about the money loaning, I want to say something about that. I thought about it over the years, and it's like, I'm going to start being like that with my friends. I will feed you, and I'm going to look out. You can spend the night or whatever like that, but I'm not giving you no bread. Because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can teach a man you could feed a man with fish, but you won't make him learn how to fish on his own. Get what I'm saying? Real talk. I'd rather give you show you how to go fish so you can keep on bringing back. Keep on providing for yourself. Keep on providing for your family versus just keep on spoon feeding you and giving you something, because I'm not really helping you like that. Same thing I told my ex's father. She ran back, you let her in the crib, you think you helping her. No. You getting older. Your wife is getting older. Who are you really hurting but your daughter? She had a good man that was strong, foundation, doing a whole bunch of stuff. When she run home, you supposed to tell her, take your butt back home. Did he hit you? No. Did he steal from you? No. Did he rape you? No. Go home. You're not supposed to be here no more. Not, oh, she coming back home, so I get to get my daughter back. I get to get the rubs. I get to get... No, you're selfish in being like that. You are selfish, and you are not helping your child. You're not. You're pacifying a situation that's going to kick her in the butt in the long run. Because now what's going to happen if you pass or something happen to you? I'll be more happier fortifying and helping out that relationship than letting you come back home. If I was a real man, yo, youngster, what's the problem over here? We going to all sit down and talk about it and get it going and fix it up. If we can't get it done, then she can come back home. But as far as anything else, this is what I want for her. What man wants his daughter to come back home when he in his 60s and she in her 30s? Not no real man. I'm going to put that out there. Because I know you probably watching just to see your cute man and him talking and thinking that I'm okay because I can talk on live. Because some people think that way. This is what I mean about, I'm going into every part of this, personal and everything. One hand can wash the other, but the other one won't wash back. Some people think that because you on live, you okay. Some people think that because you shining, you okay. Some people think that because you talking and you moving around and you acting like that don't mean that you okay. Sometimes that means that that's the only thing that you can do to express yourself. There is many forms of idiocy out here. There is so many forms of uneducation. And there's a lot of dumb people out here. I mean, just dumb. Dumb. That's why I say common sense is not so common. It's really not. Common sense is not so common. You can be book smart, but that don't mean you're street smart. You can be street smart, but that don't mean you're book smart. And you can be book smart, but that don't mean that you got to have damn common sense. To think 5 and 6 moves ahead, to predict, or, yo, this could happen, that could happen, this could happen. Let me think like this before I make these moves. Nah, we don't think like that. We think stupid and just make the move. Or they just think for themselves. Or they just think for themselves, or what's good for me. So, to my ex and soon to be ex, there you go. The other day, my homie said to me, he said, I am a scarred lion. I looked at him and I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, this was one of my live topics like last month. He shared with me that his fiance decided that she didn't want to go through with the wedding because he wasn't able to spend as much money on the wedding, because it just so happened that his mom had passed and he had to use a lot of that money to bury his mother back in Africa. So he says to me, I was planning a big wedding, Bugatti, but I could not do it because I am the only one in the States right now to take care of my family at home. So I could not spend all of the money on my wedding. When I told my fiance this, she got angry. I haven't seen her. Well, she's a nurse and she works overnight, but now she's extending her work so that she don't really gotta come home. So that's something that's real bad, and I don't have respect for that. But that also goes to show you, was she really down for you? Because he was busting his butt, buying stuff and I mean, he ain't got no big job, but he was spending money and busting his behind on this person. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, because his mom passed and he can't spend certain money, she gone. That's disloyalty. That is one hand washing the other and one not washing back. And it comes in many different forms. And sometimes we in situations that's temporary and we know it. But we only lying to ourselves. So I'm not going to just blame my wife or my ex soon to be ex-wife. I'm going to blame myself for not paying attention to the warning signs. Yeah, because we're human beings and we still got feelings. Feelings are penetrated. Feelings can be penetrated. We're human, so you got to expect that. So I don't want to keep on running on with stuff. I actually just came back on to try to give you other guys that came on at the end of the live a little bit of information, updates about, stuff. Eli, I appreciate you. I really wish I could put the name with the face, because you telling me I've been rapping for a while. Yeah, for years. And I know you know me, because you can't just be somebody that don't know. And I appreciate you, bro. I always see your name pop up in certain stuff. I don't care if I got 2 or 3 fans. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. If I got 1 fan, I'm good. Because that means somebody listening and I'm hoping to define somebody's life, make them smile, make them bang, make them shake their head. And that's all I'm out here to do. I can't take none of this with me. I love my family and love my people. Whoever don't feel the same way reciprocal to me, you're going to get what the world got to offer. Because I am who I am. I'm pure to the person that I am. And I'm never going to change for nobody. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Share and like this video. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube at BOOGOTTINYC.com. Love to all my real friends. Thank you for spending your time with me, because you could have went anywhere, but you decided to come here. And like I always say, get 'em! Yeah.